All right, picking back up. He wanted to know if we could get a hamster. That's what the call was about. Hey. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop it here because I was trapped. I trapped myself in the room by changing that art. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna adjust this polygon, this collider here. All right. Okay. That feels good. Oh yeah, I changed these a little bit, so okay. Probably should round these off a little bit so that they're not straight up. Actually, I really don't want the player to get stuck on these at all. Let's do that. It's not a very fun experience to get jammed in between stuff like that. Okay. I'm just gonna do this. And that's alright. That's alright. And that's alright. Cool. I changed another one. I changed this one. I think that's it. Yep. It's good to go. Fix that. And okay. And then we got this guy. Just moved quite a bit. Again, I don't want the player to get stuck on these Cragleys. Gotta delete these. Option click. Oh, nope, not delete. Huh. Actually, don't know how to delete them. So it's still texting me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Not not important stuff. Just him bored after school. Okay. Then this one changed definitely a lot. Oh, let's do that. Try to be nice to the player. Okay. This is getting a little bit sidetracked on what the goal was today. I mean, this needs to be done eventually. What I really need to do is get the game to be playable. The final part won't be in. Oh, you know what? I just realized I never described an epiphany I had yesterday, which is that I was trying to think of names for this because Untitled Fish Game is corny, uh, because I want a real name for it, and so I was thinking of names, plays on flowers and fish or fins or underwater anything, and pedal fin came up and didn't feel right, and then the title that you saw earlier came up, and I realized if the fish was let me pause this for a second. If the fish was every time they grew, they didn't just grow, they would grow, and then just a moment later, one of their fins would pop into a flower petal. And as you keep growing and discovering these other locations, eventually all of your fins become flower petals. And at the final time that you feed and grow, you basically explode into this flower that shoots to the surface of the water, and then you'd see like a top-down view the of a spinning flower on top of the water, and you might see other flowers nearby spinning around. So anyway, that was an epiphany I had last night. I'm pretty excited about it. I feel like it fits the theme a lot better. It isn't. It's slightly. It's barely different from what I was already doing, other than the fact that I need to add some extra art, and then I have to draw a little more than I thought for that animation at the end. But I think I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be interesting. Okay. Wow, it's really off there. There we go. Okay. Change this. These are good. I didn't change this one, I don't think. Nope. This one. Um, this whole kind of bottom area should probably be spiky. I think I'm just gonna have to still go through each area later and like detail these because I really do want to get the game more playable. So I have to think about this. One of them is that I need to keep track of the amount of food. So let's just say I think before I wrote it down for testing on the player how many food they need to grow. It's like 4, 8, and 16. So let's do. 4, 8. Let's do 4, 12, 24. No, that sucks. Let's do 4, 12, 20. This means there needs to be a total of at least 20. 20 plus to finish. So this means that there needs to be 12. There needs to be 4 before first one. 12. Okay. So looking at this map, I think the first I'm considering also changing this door to being like rubble and you just kind of push through the rubble or something like that. But maybe you just kind of inch by. Like maybe there's some really heavy physics objects on the bottom here, but you can't really move them because you're too small. And it might be a good way to. It might be a good way to tell the player. Let's do that. It might be a good way to kind of tell the player that they could move these maybe if they were bigger. But maybe they can just move the top one, you know? So let's do that. I'll change this later with some actual art. Okay, so let's do this. Maybe you can just kind of squeeze by as a little rigid body, 2D. So first, let's figure out what this. I need to figure out what a small fish, how fast they can move, so that I can figure out what to make this mass to be. Let's say horizontal force is okay. Dash force, let's do 10. Nah. Too fast. Dash force, let's go 6. And let's see. That feels okay. And let's change this to 3. And let's make this way too hard. Let's make it impossibly heavy. Let's say 20. So you can see like, yeah, you could move this little fish, but you, oh, no, gotta be heavier, 30. And I gotta prevent that from happening where it could get stuck. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna be 30. Let's go back to our fish. I'm gonna save all these. H speed equals 3. And its dash force is 6. This is what, 30? Yep. Okay, this block. Going to equal 30. Okay. And then on top of this, we're going to do a smaller block so they can just kind of see like, oh, I can move lighter, smaller things. I just can't move big, heavy things yet. So let's do this to 10. Using what we know about the speed, which is which is going to be 3 and dash force of 6. So like, oh, nope, can't move, but, oh, well I should probably make that a little taller. Oh, you know, I can barely move that. Let's do 5. Okay. So we're gonna make this a little taller. We're gonna make this 5. So now the player knows there are going to be heavy and lighter things in this world. And as you get bigger, you'll recognize what they do. 3, 6. I'm gonna have to save these later to load as you scale up. So then it's like, oh, hey, what's going on here? Oh, what? Maybe if I run at it? Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, that feels good. I have to make it clear that later that those can be moved, kind of like the rock below, but okay, so that's the first one. Then I should look here. Let's look. Currently, we are here. And I want the player to go up and see this anchor because I also want them to see a fish up here that they can't reach. And they might try to go this way. Oh, I just found a... This thing's bugging me. No, don't get sidetracked. I'll come back to it. Okay. So... I need to collect food. Huh. I mean, the other thing I was thinking was that you hit these, like, you bump into these kind of flower buds and they spray like a certain amount of food. And then you collect all this food at once, which feels good. And then you could grow as you collect a few of them. But the thing about that is, I feel like you can get lost in this area, in this labyrinth that I've made. And without some kind of clear pointing, I think I'm going to have to basically tell the player from the beginning with either arrows or some kind of guidance, like go this way, go down, come up, and this is where the end of the game is if you're strong enough. So, I actually worry that I should probably close up some of this so that there's just less to get lost in, honestly. Like these, I could probably close up this entirely, this up entirely. Then there's only one. There's less to get lost in. And maybe right here there's like a pod. Yeah, that's what I should do. So down here, yep, okay. So at scene, what is this? Scene 22. So, scene 22, first growth. It's also the first time you find a fish. Yeah. First growth, seal up. Seal right to scenes. Keep calling them scenes. I should have called them something else. Screens. So flower right here, upgrade. Then after this, you might be able to. I should put a big. No, I already have. Okay, so you'll get your first upgrade. You get your first upgrade. This area is sealed off. I should have the player come back here to a much bigger. Like maybe here I have a giant, like a giant block. So this would be the second one. Boulder's the second one. Here I have a giant block that requires them to have gone up here, seen the anchor, realize they can't get the anchor, collect. Kind of want it to be here actually. But then they'll instantly, I mean, they could go this way, find it. Yeah. I can always move it, but for now I'll just say scene 10. So this, let's say this is gonna take a dash of, what is the current dash? The current dash is, as a full one, the max is gonna be 40. Let's change the 20 H speed, just so in case I accidentally lose these, because I blow them out testing. Horizontal speed of 4 dash force equals 40. And then at stage 12, so 1, 2, stage 12. Let's just try H speed of 4 dash force of, I'm just gonna guess and do 20 for now. And let's see if I can figure out this rock or this boulder on the bottom. Let's change its mass to 12. Nope. Come back here. Dang it. Let's change this to, I want it to be almost barely movable. 15. Wow, what is going on? Okay. Jeez. Am I in debug? Why is it going bananas? Okay. Let's change this thing to 20 and see if that's about right. Iteration, you say? What's iteration? You mean my game idea as an idea alone is not good enough? Is not going to solve all these thousands of decisions? Okay. Let's see if 20 works. It does work. That's pretty good. Now let's make sure that the other force that the level below has is not going to be enough. So 6. What did I do for... The dash force was 20. I think that's probably good. Okay. And if I change 20 to the level below, which is 6, let's make sure I can't smash this. Nope. I can still move it. This thing needs to be heavier. 30. 40, actually. Actually, more. Let's go like 80. Because I really don't want this thing to move. Okay. And then player. Let's switch this back to their dash force that's supposed to be at this level, which is 20. No. Okay. Change this to 70. No. Let's go 60. No. Wow. 50. I really didn't want it to move, and that's exactly what I did. Close enough. Let's go 45. No. Wow. 41. It's crazy. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. 36. Man, I really made that not move. 34. 30. Let's do 28. Might be the magic number. Yeah, that feels good. 28. So now let's make sure. Let's make sure that the level below cannot move this thing. The dash force of 6. You can still move it a little bit. mean, the other solve could just be that I don't make it so easy to, like I could put a little bump there. I mean, this is actually pretty good. But they might think because it's moving a little bit that they can just keep going. And 30. It should be like kind of obvious. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna draw a little bump. Something like that. So that the rocket is like wants to fall back. But this way. I mean, yeah, and then if they have plenty of force. Let's go to 20, which is the next level. That should be plenty. Nope, still not enough. Let's go 30. No. Okay, let's lower this weight a little bit. 25. Huh. Let's go 15. Fifteen's all right. Now let's check the player. That's at 30. Now let's change this back to 6. You know what? I actually think it doesn't matter because of the max speed limit that I have set on the game. So I'm giving these bigger numbers, but I'm clamping. So the scaling that I'm thinking of is just not. I'm clamping the horizontal speed at 20. And then I'm adding forces like 30 and 40, and that doesn't really matter because I'm clamping it. So the max horizontal speed, let's do something like 24. No. I did 20 on purpose because it just starts to become like unwieldy, I guess. So what I could do is just check the relative velocity. And if they just aren't going, like maybe it's locked. Like unless the object is hit with a force to like jostle it loose, you can't. So I could do something like lock until let's do that. That seems to make the most sense because otherwise I'm getting into this weird like, oh, you can slightly push it and the player keeps trying to bump it and maybe that's a good thing though. I could add something like a lot of dampening. So it does move a little bit. Okay. Script. Let's call it lock physics until worthy. Okay. Public float magnitude for unlock. And then we'll say on collision enter 2D if, whoops, Rivet void, my favorite kind of voids. Collision, collision.collider.compare tag or composite compare tag player. Collision dot relative velocity. Actually, let's go magnitude. Just check it all in one. Mag. If magnitude is greater than or equal to magnitude to unlock. Let's unlock this bad boy. So we'll say public bool locked equals true. True. If locked, actually I should say if we're not locked, then just return if not locked, return. Don't run this. Then we unlock it, locked equals false. Why did it choose to include that? And then let's check the, I don't think there's any settings already for this thing. Let's change its mass to like 20. I don't think there's, yeah, there's no linear damp. 0.05. So rb dot, come on, rb dot get equals get component rigid body 2D rb dot angular dampening equals that rb dot linear velocity dampening equals that. Otherwise, on start, dampening is going to be, let's do like 5 and 5. I mean, that's like a lot, but let's also make this, not that I'm going to forget, but just in case, type of rigid body 2D. Cool. And let's call it, or let's add it. On this one, we're going to do 20. 19. Let's do that. Play. Okay. All right, little fish. Let's do 15. All right, we'll do it in the actual order it's going to be. Okay. 6. Wow, really? Wait a second. It should be locked. Locked is true on collision enter if we hit the player. What's going on here? On start. Okay, it starts locked and then it. Okay, it's still locked. Yeah, like I can sit here and do this and I shouldn't be able to do this. I mean, it really should be like an insane amount. Let's do 50, 50. That thing should not move at all. No. And maybe if I get really hard and I hit it at the top. Oh. Okay. So, that's about right. I need to fix this though. I need to make a little slant. And then I need to correct the, oh. Okay. What is this? 49. Level art. 49. Let's drag this up. Add this little lip here. It's pretty good. Let's do something a little bit more like that. Okay. All right, fish. Let's just start you off at 6. If the speed limit is 30, I don't know why I have, or 20, I don't know why I have it set to 20 as the cap, but I mean, I don't really want to go crazy fast. It's like, and maybe the times in between the dashes should be longer so that you can't do that and just keep as a little fish. You shouldn't be able to do that, because I think that could be an issue, building up a lot of momentum through multiple scenes. Yeah. So let's move the player back. Okay. And then let's set the dash time threshold and Dash cooldown. Let's do 2 seconds on this slow guy. Something's happening here. Dash time. Got it. 0.1. Oh, this is the time in between, so 0.4. I can't really change that. Yeah, that feels pretty good actually. The cooldown should be 2 seconds. 2-second cooldown. Let's see if I can move this thing. This thing should still be pretty heavy, okay. Nope. Nope. You're not moving it, dude. Nice. Okay, that's good. So now I just need to make sure that navigating the... Oh, this actually almost feels better. When you're like kind of cruising around as a smaller fish, the speed is a little bit less wacky. But when you're bigger, I feel like you're better at it. Yeah. And right here, I'll do a little flower. You can get a bunch of food. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. I think it's a good place to stop.